Today on our Montana Homestead in FS25, we're here on the farm in December, and it's the right time to sell our wheat from this year's harvest. We'll also be cultivating our cornfield, as well as some more general field work. There's some new things to check out on the farm here in December.
You can find a link to this playlist in the description below, or check the channel page for other farming series you might like.
Hey guys, welcome back to our Montana Homestead here in FS25. It is December this month. We didn't have a November episode. There just wasn't a whole lot going on, not here on our farm anyway. But this month, and hopefully every month after this, there will be, because we've got a new field. We purchased this new field over here. We made the money that we needed to make. I did a lot of contracts and stuff in November, which allowed us to purchase this. And I haven't touched it yet. So the field is still fallow. So I bought it. It's completely empty. It has, I believe it has no status of any kind. If you look at soil composition, it's not fertilized, doesn't need lime, it has zero status at all. So we have this whole empty field. This is all ours. We have effectively doubled our farmland. Pretty cool. And I've not even rolled a wheel out on the soil yet. I saved it for being here with you guys. Oh yeah, so one thing I was wondering, we're going to find this out too. This grass right here from when we last mowed our grass field, I couldn't pick this up because it wasn't our property. Now that we own both of these, let's see. Okay, so I just looked, and this land here is not part of this field or this field. As with mini maps, the space in between the fields here is part of a big overarching property that we don't have access to. So we can't connect these fields, not as of now, not as of yet. I may look into a way to do that. But anyway, we got a new field here. So this month, we're going to be, well, one thing we need to do, I want to go ahead and till our cornfield here. We're going to cultivate this. Cultivate the cornfield. And you know what we're going to do? We should join these fields. You know, I made it so the fields on our land here, we have these two fields here, we have our driveway here, and these two fields here. Why don't we just join these? Yeah, we've got, it was because I was afraid of having too big a field, so I made these strip fields because we had small equipment. But clearly, as we know in this field, we're not afraid of having big fields anymore. So I say we join these fields here and cultivate all that. Also, we got a new tractor. Guys, remember our little Fendt 300 that we had? Well, it was too small for a lot of jobs, and I remarked on that a few times. So we had some extra money after buying that field. I went ahead and I traded it in for this Steyr tractor, 190 horsepower. It's going to do all the things that a little Fendt 300 wouldn't do. Also, I found it, where did I find this tractor? On the Mod Hub, I think. I don't know. I found it. It was beautiful. Yeah, Mod Hub. And I fell in love with it. And I said, well, I must have this tractor. The looks is where it caught me. It's a beautiful, beautiful tractor. I said, I must have this. So I traded the Fendt 300 in. We got this guy here. So yeah, 190 horsepower. It's a big step up. It also weighs a good deal more. And I could put rear wheel weights on it and get like another ton or so on the rear wheels even yet. So yeah. It looks pretty sharp too. Also, I sold the loader for our big Fendt, our Fendt 900 over there. I sold the loader. Don't need it. This tractor now will do all the loading. Yeah. And we're going to sell our wheat. Let's, in fact, actually, no, let's not use the Steyr. We're going to use the Fendt because bigger, more horsepower. We have a lot of wheat to pull. Yeah, we're going to sell our wheat. It is December. So our huge wheat harvest, it's finally time to see the profit from that. Now that we are in December and wheat is about as high as it'll go. It may get higher next month, but there could be snow and other things. So I think this is a fine time to sell it. Let's have a look at its prices here. Wheat, yeah, it's basically at its peak right now. So, and where are we selling it? Okay, the best place to sell it, I think, is Iron Ridge Grain. We'll have to look and see where it is, but it's the closest place to it. I'm not sure how to get there. Hopefully there's a road here or something. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, I guess we'll find out. That's where we're going to plan on going. All right, so let's get our wheat loaded up. So yeah, this month we're going to be obviously selling our wheat. Wait, have you guys seen this? I put a dirt road in back here. I forget, it's been a while since the last episode. I forget. I talked about this. It needs some more work, but I got it started. A road out here, and then a dirt area in between these buildings. I said I wanted to do it. Yeah, I got to start at this. So yeah, a few things have happened. We got a new tractor trading in the old Fend. We bought that field over there. But I still have not put a wheel on it yet. Haven't rolled out there. Oh, well, I think planting grass out there would be a cool idea. That's the plan, I guess, is to start it off with some kind of grass. We make a lot of money off this alfalfa field here, and I don't mind working. I like working with it, so I figured we'd do like clover on that field because I haven't worked with clover yet. It's a type of grass. I figured, yeah. So we're going to want, for that, we'll want a bale loader, and a bigger mower wouldn't hurt. We'll use our tractor. Everything's fine, but we could use a bigger mower. And a bale loader is almost essential because we'll be talking probably over 100 bales on that field. You know, I don't know, but I can guesstimate quite a bit. So, our wheat, of course, is in our big silo here. We're going to need to get an auger over here. Let's get the green one. We may need to buy more of these in the future, but for now, we've got this guy here. This will get our bin emptied out. Oh yeah, and I also put a dirt road back there behind the silo. I just thought of that. I'm not sure that was here last episode either. Trying to get some dirt roads and stuff in here as we go. So we're going to put this right here. Yeah, that should be fine right there. And, oh yeah, how much wheat do we have? I think we've got like 40-some thousand liters. Darn it, I'm going to get back out and check here. We've got 42,000 liters. Between these two trailers, we can hold a little over 30,000. So that's 2 trips. Now, the trick with this is this auger is not terribly tall. There we go. All right, we're going to get these loaded up. Oh yeah, so this tractor, it's in need of, well, it's getting there. It's kind of in need of maintenance yet again. Its maintenance bar is getting pretty low. That would be the third maintenance for this tractor. The last couple times I gave it maintenance, it was $7,000. Yeah, it might get more expensive. I don't know if that gets more expensive or not, but the third maintenance, that means, you know, this tractor's pushing into the 20-some thousand I've spent purely on maintaining it. It's got 38.8 hours on it, which may not be, that's nothing in real life, but in the game, that's probably a decent amount of time. So that's one reason for getting that new Steyr tractor over there is we need a tractor that was bigger than the Fendt 300 that can take on some of the jobs that this one would normally be doing. This was doing all the work on the farm. We need to, yeah, let another tractor do some of the work. This tractor has seen some wear and tear, although it actually looks pretty good. I was going to look at it. You know, I hardly see. Okay, well, it's got some scratch paint here on the, okay, on the steps it does, but I was seeing on the body itself, it actually looks pretty good. But it's got a lot of hours on it. I like using these kinds of silos. It's more hassle. It takes more work, more finicky, but I like using these flat bottom silos. Now we'll have to see if we can get the next trailer under that auger. I want to move away from these kind of tippers. I want to move to, well, better systems for everything, but there we go. I'd like to have, eventually I want to have a semi trailer and tipper. Yeah. So maybe even a second semi. It would be easier if we had a second semi. For instance, when we do harvesting contracts, you can see over there, I have the semi loaded up with the harvester because that's the last time I used it. You know what? We can put the harvester away. And so when we do harvesting contracts, it'd be great if we had this semi to haul out there and we had a second semi with a tipper trailer on it, you know? Oh, wow, this needs to be, yeah. This needs to be washed. Let's get this over by the washing station. And yeah, it's December. We are done with this, yeah, for the year. So you know what? While we're over here, we're going to pick up our corn header and park it by the pressure washer. Well, I mean, our wheat is filling up over there. It's going to take a minute, so we should get everything put away. Last winter, we had a really serious blizzard, Not necessarily going to be the case this winter, but just in case, we want to get everything put away. This tractor is in the way. We're going to use this tractor to cultivate our cornfield. So, let's get it hooked up to the disc harrow. I like this tractor a lot. It's I like the style. I like the style of it. It's a lot better than the Fendt 300. The Fendt 300 is a really cool little tractor. This thing's good too. All right, we're gonna get this unfolded, and actually, I think it's fine parked where it is. Yeah, let's just get this here, and we'll get this washed off. I just wanted to get that unfolded. All right. There we go. We are going to go sell our wheat. I just want to get that parked there so that I remember we've got to spray that down. That's awful. All right, guys, ready to go sell some wheat. We got to find this place. I guess, well, yeah, the only road out we have is this way. I was just thinking, is there a way out the back of the property? There's not. And I was thinking there could be. Yeah, I paused there. I was thinking, you know, if we owned one of these fields behind us, which, hey, in the future maybe, we could build a road down out the back of our property. But for now, going this way. But you know, when I set up our farm, I set the farm up back there with all of this in the front because I thought it was cool, and I still think it is. I think it's cool to have our fields in the front. It's just cool driving down this road. And the next thing is, another thing is, we're gonna cultivate the cornfield there, and prior to planting it next year, we're gonna plant some grass on either side of this road so there's more room. It looked cool having the crops right up against it, but since, you know, sensibility wise, I'm gonna run like one row of the cedar up along each side of the driveway, just plant some grass in there just to have a little room on each side. Yeah, it's a good thing we brought this tractor. We're going full throttle, 12 miles an hour. Yeah, so now you see, yeah, this is why we want to go to the closest sell point possible. We may get up to 30 miles an hour by the time we have to turn. I really can't wait to get out to our new field. Literally every single day, I think about it. I think, oh, I can't wait to farm on that field. Like, literally in real life, I've been excited to farm on that field. We can't plant anything until March. And the field's already cultivated. It doesn't need lime or anything, so there's no need to touch it till March. That said, once we sell this wheat and cultivate our cornfield, there's not really anything left to do this year. So it's probably very soon we'll get to work on that field. I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, I did have to stop along the way and had to start the tractor all over again, but we did just get to 30 miles an hour. And now we've got to turn, I believe down this way is where, well, this road looks like it leads there. Oh, that car's going to have to wait. Car, oh, whoa, what's this car doing? Yeah, the traffic here could use a little, yeah. Oh, this hill. Oh, no, guys, this hill. We might have to get out and push. Wait, no, it got some speed. Is it going to... Okay, it was so slow off the start. It was so slow off the start. Then I was like, oh, we still got to climb this hill? Well, I mean, 30,000 liters of wheat. I don't know exactly how much that weighs, but do the math. I mean, I guess 1 liter is a kilogram, right? But I think that just counts with water. I don't think that transfers over to wheat. But I'm also an American. We don't use a metric system. So anyway, I don't know how much 30,000 liters of wheat would weigh, but you could use the rough metric translation and say that's about 30,000 kilograms. I mean, that's what it would be in water anyway, right? And that's a lot of weight. 30 tons, that's probably not far off. It probably is about what it weighs. I believe that place way up there on the left, see that way yonder, those 2 big towers, I'm guessing that's where we're going. This map, Judith Plains, Montana 4X, this map is big and beautiful. It really is. The distances are long and painful, but the map itself is beautiful. This is another reason, though, why we want a semi for a tipper, you know, a semi and a trailer, a tipper trailer, because you could be going 50 miles an hour, 50, 55, you know. So yes, this is the place we saw on the map. I recognize this turn. The map here on Judith Plains does not show a lot of roads. Like, for instance, this dirt road. Yeah, this dirt road's not on the map. And I was like, I hope there's a dirt road there. Yeah, this map doesn't have roads in the map. It looks like there is there, but the problem is a lot of places where there are roads, there's not. I almost wonder if this is not a satellite map, because a lot of stuff, for instance, let me show you. Up here in town, see it has all these streets? These streets aren't here. This is where the dealership is. None of these streets are here. I think this might be a satellite map. And then, like, yeah, a lot of these roads you'll find the most, the one I run into the most often. If you play on this map, then this would be handy knowledge for you to know. This road is not here. You won't find this road here. To get to this road, it actually comes off from up here, I believe. It comes off from up here and then goes down there. I think it's that one. Is that the one that does that? I believe so. There's a few roads like that here. Anyway, the point is, I think this might be a satellite map, and that's why I think a lot of the roads either are here that are not marked or are marked and not here. Sorry for the long ramble, but if you play on Judith Plains, Montana, it might be handy to know, or you might just know what I'm talking about already. And that's why when I saw this, I was like, I'm not sure how to get there. But in this case, it looks like, yeah, see where we're driving? Perfect example, see where we're driving? This shows something there, but we're actually driving here. So yeah, it's no big deal. You get to know places and you get used to where stuff's at, and it's a gorgeous map, no doubt at all. I mean, I spent so far we have 80. I just checked it. We have 88, almost 88 hours on this game save on this farm, and I love every minute of it. I want to keep playing here more. All right, so this is where we're selling our wheat. Now this time, we've sold a lot of crops. We delivered a lot of crops to places, you know, doing contracts. But this time, this is all our money. This time, this is all our money. This is our profit from our field, and that feels darn good. I don't know. I haven't done the math yet how much we'll get, so it'll be a surprise. Hopefully a lot of money. So our first tipper there. All right, and the first tipper, $18,000. So, not bad. We got one more of those, and then we got another, I don't know. How much did we leave that back there? I think it's like, 12-ish thousand liters left at the farm still. And that'll be our wheat. We do have some sorghum that we could sell too. Yeah, you know what? We've got two trailers here connected together. We've got enough wheat. We can put wheat in one. We'll have an empty tipper. We might as well bring that sorghum with us. This is also a decent time of year to sell sorghum. Let's see if we can get turned around. I'll get us back to the farm, and we'll load up with our wheat and the sorghum. The sorghum is left over from our first harvest on the farm. There was some that didn't fit, and I did a contract. There was some left over that was left in the harvester. So we've got I don't know, maybe 4,000 liters of sorghum we'll put in the rear trailer. No, I just remembered, we have that corn too. I completely forgot about it. We want to check on our corn and see how that's doing. Well, it's been a couple days since the last episode of the farm here, and I didn't play yesterday, so sometimes I forget, you know, if I've done a lot. Yesterday was a whole day. I didn't play yesterday, and I forgot that, let's see here. So when we harvested this corn, we had the newly constructed corn crib, and that's where our corn went. Well, let me show you what I was looking at here. I was driving on the way back, and I was perhaps hazardly, while driving, flipping to this screen and looking, and I was like, yeah, we don't have any corn. See, 2,900 liters. And I was like, wait a second, we've got corn. What happened to our harvest? And I was racking my brain while I was driving, trying to think, where did our corn harvest go? Oh yeah, it's not showing there because it's dry corn. It's in the corn crib. So if anything, okay, it's not appearing here either. That's because it's in production. It's not in a silo. Dry corn, there it is, 0 liters, but that's because it's not in a silo, it's in production, and that's why I didn't see it. Another thing I was looking at, guys, I was talking about a bigger tipper. Well, look, one thing, this is on sale right now. I say we get this. It's used, $24,000. This holds as much as these two tippers we have right here together. Now, this is obviously a little bit bigger, but I say we get this right now. You can get a $5,000 extension that takes it up to $46,000. Let's leave that off for now. Let's just go with this. This right here, this is 30 cubic meters. That's right. It's the same as the two trailers we have combined, 30,000 liters right here as it is. We could actually sell these, and I was looking at this on the way back. We could actually sell our two trailers and it would pay for this, but we have the money. Yeah, there we go. That's excellent right there. All right, we got us a used tipper. We're gonna need it. I thought about, on the way back, I thought about swinging by the store and trading these in and getting that and just replacing it because it holds as much as these combined. But right now we're fixing to put wheat in one of these and then sorghum in the other. That's the only drawback that's going to have is that it's only one trailer, obviously, but it's twice as big. It's going to be way better, and you can back it up. Anyway. First, let's get our wheat in here. While this wheat's loading, we're going to check on our corn. I forgot about the corn. I was trying to think, where is our corn? It's in the corn crib, of course. Drying. Let's see what I got here. Okay, let's see. Corn, 26,000 liters. There's 11,000 liters of dry corn right now. Okay. And then the 2,000 liters of corn that it was showing that we have is actually in here. So, yeah, that's right. You guys haven't seen this silo. So, here's the thing. So after the corn harvest, so our corn is in here drying. We had more corn than would fit in the corn crib. So I built this silo here. This silo here is storing corn that goes before it goes into the corn crib. And then I'm going to build I intend to build, oh no, what happened? Oh, my game. Oh wait, maybe it was my controller. Okay, my controller had an issue. What was I saying? And then, but yeah, I want to build another silo that holds the dry corn. So, because this technically is just a production facility, the corn crib here, game mechanics wise, is a production facility. So we'll be putting corn in via this silo here. It goes into the corn crib here to be dried, and then we'll have another silo, I guess, over here to hold the dry corn. I think that's really cool. So we had to start to a silo complex. You know, it's like, I wanted to have a cool complex of silo buildings out here, but I didn't know where to start. Well, the way to start is you put the stuff you need as you need it, and it grows organically and creates something cool. We just need to make sure it has a good layout as it goes. Kind of got to watch the money we've got. I bought that tipper. That tipper is a really good investment. That's going to be good to have. Let's go. We're going to pull around over here, and we're going to get the sorghum out of this wire silo over here. But I like how everything's coming together here on the farm. It's very cool. I'm going to run over here. I'm going to hop out, and I'm going to go run grab that auger. I am going to buy another one of those big augers, one of the long ones. We're going to need it. We only have the one. We'll probably want another one of these short ones too, to be honest. We're going to have more silos. We're going to want more of these, so I'm not constantly switching them around. And like this one here would stay over by these two little silos, and then but I like doing the grain storage this way. It feels more, I don't know. I like doing things myself. You know, I like loading things myself. I like doing this. I'm looking forward to improving this setup over here. So we're going to offload what sorghum we have. 3,000 liters. And, oh, it's got to fill the auger up, I think. Something to do with these silos, the way they work. It takes a second. Right, so looking at this, sorghum. Here it is. And yeah, it's close to its peak. And I guess we're taking it to the same place. Yeah, it's not the highest price, but the convenience is worth it to take it to the same place for sure. I'm assuming this auger is working. There's always a delay. Yeah, there's a delay on this silo with that. Okay. This silo, for whatever reason, takes time to fill up the auger. I think, oh, you know what it is. I bet this silo here is just slower. Yeah, it's a temporary wire mesh silo. It's slower, so it takes more time for it to fill up the auger, which creates a delay in filling the trailer. That's what it is. All right, we are good to go. Yes, that's all of it. Okay, I want to make sure it's completely empty. I didn't want like 5 liters of sorghum left in there, and then we go to put something in there and we can't. So those 2 temporary silos are now empty, but they're really great for just temporary storage. That's why we're going to leave them there. They were cheap to build. They were great. got a long drive back to the place. I'll catch up with you guys when we get there. And it takes several minutes to get down here, this drive. Yeah, that's why I went here. Imagine if we had to drive twice as far. It's such a slow drive here, but we made it with the rest of our wheat and sorghum. We'll check on the, well, remember we have the dry corn. I'd like to get onto other things today, but there's going to be dry corn that I'll probably be selling. But as far as today, let's get this dropped off here, and then I would like to get to work on our cornfield. And also, yeah, so I want to, like I said before, we're going to combine those two pairs of fields on either side of our driveway, so it'll just be two fields. There's no need to have them separate. If I'm planting them the same, mostly it's really annoying. Hey, I thought it'd be cool when I built them, but the fact is that's a little bit annoying. So there's 14,500 from that. Yeah, like if the way it's annoying is each side of the driveway there's the two fields. It's annoying because they each have their own auto steer route. When I pulled the GPS, yeah, and so it'd be easier if it was just one field. Right, and offloading our sorghum. There's almost $5,000 for that. All right. Let's get this back to the farm. We've got our new trailer at the store, but I'll get it some other time. I think I want to keep these. We could trade these in and basically be the same price as that, but it's handy to have more than one tipper if we want to transport, like right there, you know, more than one thing. So I might like to keep these, or at least one of these. Yeah, you know, we could sell one of these and get like I think about 10 or 11 grand for one of these. So yeah, that's you know, that's what we should do. Sell one of these. That way we still have two tippers and one is big. But it's a long drive to the store. Let's get back to our farm. So we're gonna get this put away, and then first thing I want to do is combine these fields. Now, of course, if you remember originally when we first came here, everything here, the entire property, was one big field. And, you know, we split it up the way it is and just decided, yeah, we're going to combine these back. Sorry, I lost my controller there. I had to reconnect it again. I thought I had that problem fixed. I thought it was a firmware problem in the controller. I don't know what the heck it is. I'm trying to avoid buying a new controller. Things are so expensive, but it keeps disconnecting on me, and yeah. They make it so complicated to simply play a game with a controller. It's 2025, and yet I have all these problems with technology just trying to get the controller to connect to the computer. It's really silly. It's really silly. Anyway, we're back here. Well, I'm going to get these put away, and we're going to hop in the Steyr and head out there with the cultivator. All right, we'll get this unfolded. We want this up. There we go. This one takes some finicky movement. Okay. Can I... Yes, I can. Okay, good. So, just wanted to make sure we turn that off. All right. So, we want to drop this down between the fields. We want to make it as precise as we can. This right here. That looks pretty good. Yep. Now, all we got to do is just run this up the middle here. And voila, two fields become one. Let's try to keep this. I'm going to go kind of slow here. All manual. And these will now be one field. And the GPS will calculate them as one field if it doesn't right away. And I've seen this before. Because, yeah, originally on the map, this is all one field. I broke it up. And one of the fields, the GPS actually was not calculating correctly, so if that happens, just exit, restart the game, right? But it will recognize this now as one field. No reason not to just have this as one field. If I'm planting both fields as the same crop, then what's the point, right? So nice and careful up here. A little further. I want to be as, there we go. I want to be as, you know, I want to look good on the front. Well, okay, it's not perfect. That's fine. No field is perfect. I don't mind a little imperfection. Because, you know, nothing in real life is perfectly square. That's why usually when I make fields, I prefer to plow them by hand. That way any imperfections there are there. Okay, same thing over here. About what, right there, you think? I mean, yeah, pretty close. As close as it's going to get, because the plow itself is, or the cultivator itself is not a straight line. We're not, yeah, we're not drawing with a ruler and a slide rule or whatever here. We are, we've got a 6-ton tractor pulling a big piece of metal, and that's how we're drawing our field. Now, because this part in between here is newly created field, it's going to display different status than the rest. Like, it's probably going to say it needs lime and other things. I'm going to check on it here, but we're probably going to ignore that. And next year, because, yeah, we're working this separate, we're building this separate. It's going to have different status, but once we've done one round of crops on this field, treating the whole thing as one field, it should even out, I figure. If you follow, let's just get this. Oh, you know what? These two fields here aren't even, are they? I don't think so. All right. Oh, I lost my darn controls again. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. It's becoming a... All right, that is... Well, unfortunately, that's just as good as it gets right there. That's where I drew it to. Yeah, I don't like that edge. I don't mind if things aren't perfect, but I could use the paintbrush tool and fix that if it bugs me too much. That one might. Anyway, though, so when we look at it here, actually, this still shows it as... That's odd. This still shows it as two separate fields. Well, that'll change. It'll update. It's... the fact that the game that you can even change your configuration like this, you know, the fact that this entire property was a field and then we cut it up and now we're joining parts of it back together. The fact that you can do that at all in this game is pretty cool. Right, so let's let's get to start. Let's start. Oh, first of all, yeah, is it going to calculate with the GPS? Because otherwise we're going to want to restart the game. Let's see what happens when I pull this up. Yeah, it's counting it here. It is. It's oddly not showing that as, it's drawing the GPS over like it's one field, although it shows that it's still a gap. That's just an error in the map, which I'm sure will update because this right here is calculating it all as one field, as you can see. Yeah, see, it's now calculating as one field, so it'll update on the map. I'm sure of it. Well, yeah, so here's our, wow, it looks a lot bigger now. Yeah, that's the thing. When it was two strip fields, it looked a lot less intimidating. Now we see how big it is. Looking at it as one field, it's like, wow, that's... Whoa! Why did it do that? Oh, no. You know, I know why it did that. Well, that we're going to have to fix. Or not. Well, I'll tell you what happened. It won't do it now. Yeah, now it won't. Here's what happened. So, I have a button to toggle on or off create fields, as you may know. Well, when I finished plowing that down there, my controller disconnected again. It's a problem I'm having with my Xbox controller. My controller disconnected. I didn't realize it, but it disconnected right when I pushed that, so that input never went through, so it kept plowing on. That's what happens. That's what happened. I turned it off, but it was right when it disconnected my controller. So, now we have a bigger imperfection on this field. I may fix that, I may not. Regardless, that's what happened there. Oh, and it... No, why does it do that? It disconnected me off this, too. Jeez. Okay, can we set this straight now? It does this to me all the time. All the time. Oh, it readjusted the GPS for the field because... Ugh. Man, whatever. Let's go. All the time. See, it's green. I started on it. What just happened? I started on it, and then it went beep, 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 and clicked off of it. It does it to me all the time. I deleted the video because I already did last episode, but last episode, I edited it out, but there was a place where it did that for about 5 minutes. I was just trying to start a row, and it kept going beep, 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 and it kept canceling it. It would not stay on it. I was screaming mad, literally yelling at the thing. Obviously, I edited that out for you guys. But yeah, sometimes it does that to me. I think I know what it is. It's because the cruise control button is the same as the button that does that and cancels or starts the lines. And sometimes hitting cruise control cancels that. Anyway, whatever. Well, unnecessary hassle with the farm today. That was a little annoying there because I turned the plow function off, but what happened is it was the exact moment my controller disconnected, and that's infuriating because I'm not disconnecting my controller. As far as I can tell, it is a firmware problem with the controller, and that means I have to buy another $80 Xbox controller. I'm not a fan of that. No, I'm not a fan of that at all. You can help support the channel by liking and subscribing and commenting down below. You can help support the channel. If you like and subscribe and comment down below, it'll promote the video in the algorithm. We'll get more views, and more views, I can get more money, and maybe I can afford a new controller. So right here, we're gonna go ahead and cultivate all down this. But yeah, so here along the driveway, I figure I'll just plant like half a work width of grass or something. I'll figure it out. I could just run the paintbrush through and just delete the field there, but I like the idea of planting grass better. And I think I've got an idea for down here. I think I know what we're going to do down here. Where I messed up down there, I'm not a fan of making stuff with the paintbrush, except where I absolutely have to. Maybe we'll just even the field out, like where I accidentally plowed it. Maybe we'll just even it out or something. I don't know. I'll figure that out. Our field's a little misshapen. That's cool. It's now it's got character, and there's a story to why the field is misshapen there. You know. This tractor runs this cultivator pretty good. I like this tractor a lot so far. Yeah, so here's what we're going to do. Let's back this up. Back this up to right. Let's get down here. So what I did was I turned the plow function on. Whoop, it clicked me off the line. You see that? It was about to run the plow into the yard. Oh, did it again. You see that? You gotta watch that. That line, it was trying to... Here's what I'm doing. I turned the plow function on. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna even out the field here. And, well, kind of. It turned here. I'm gonna have to do a little of the... It's like I got an uneven haircut. It's like I shaved unevenly, and now I'm overcompensating too much on one side to fix the other side, and that's what's going on here. It's no worries. What happened there was, so I turned it on the line to follow that line, but then it kept beeping off, which was going to run us out into the, I was just pointing out, look, it's trying to screw me again by clicking me off the GPS. Let's just smooth this out like this. There we go. And be done with it. And be done with it. Okay, let's move on with our day here. So this field's a little uneven on the corner, but it looks better. It's rounded off. It'll be fine. That's how we fix that. I didn't want to fix it with the paintbrush. Yeah. We are fine now. But that was a perfect example. It kept clicking me off the line. And that's not when you want to have that happen. When you have the plowing function turned on, you know, meaning if you don't play the game, if you're not familiar, you probably are, but right now this is a cultivator. It only works on land that's set as a field. It won't do anything anywhere else. But if I turn the plow function on, basically it turns the safeties off. It's like turning the safety off, and it allows it to turn up the soil anywhere. Now that said, I've often thought it'd be cool to just permanently have it set like that, as in real life when you drop discs in the ground, it does turn up the ground. But we're not doing that here. So basically, yeah, I had the safety lever off, and it kept kicking me off the GPS, trying to, yeah, if I wasn't paying attention, it would have ran the thing right into our yard, and we would have had a bigger mess to clean up. But anyway, fun things. Lots of excitement here today. We made some money. We made great money selling our wheat and our sorghum. I know there was a lot of talking today and not a lot of farming, but there was a lot of cool stuff going on the farm, and I wanted to show you guys some of the cool stuff that we're doing. I want to show you how I was storing the stuff over here. I'm really excited about the new field. I'm going to show you the new tractor. So I guess we did a lot of stuff, just not as much farming stuff. Still haven't touched our new field, but I mean, what can we do out there until March? There's really nothing we can do out there. So until March, I'm going to be working out here, get this field here done. We're going to get this all cultivated. Next year, I don't know. Maybe we'll plant all of this corn next year. I like corn. Corn's a crop I like doing. We've got our corn dryer system set up there. For sure next year, one of these will be corn. I don't know. But I'll probably, well, yeah, I'll definitely catch up with you guys next year. Well, more like tomorrow or the next day, but you know what I mean. In the game, it'll be sometime next year, probably spring. There's not much to do while it's snowing. So I'll catch up with you guys. There'll be some farm work to do. It'll probably be March. I'll see you guys in a day or two here, but I'll see you tomorrow or later today in Roadcraft. See you guys later. Peace out. Thanks a lot. And don't forget to subscribe and comment down below. Helps the channel out a lot. And I always read the comments and reply to you guys. Thanks for watching the video all the way to the end. I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.